Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with
Michael Anthony Fitness.
And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and ordering racks. Man, we got some crazy racks going on in here today. We need a spice rack, two-face, right? We got a Mississippi
Wait,
state. That's Dak Prescott, yeah. But we're putting actually a sticker. We're going to put a Mississippi State sticker up on this one, as well as the Jackson State. When the Jackson State one comes in, the Jackson State one going to get a sticker on it too. And we're doing another one that's going to be different as well. We got a fan sent in. He wants a Cowboys sticker to go on here, so I've got to cut the sticker out here and install it on here and then put the laces on. So we're really customizing some stuff up in here and getting it together. And you said we need a white stripe down the middle? Okay.
That's what they wanted. Well, that's not too difficult.
All right, so as always, I got my work cut out. So, it's so funny. It's so funny. I talked about the Dak tax that television shows, and a lot of people keep saying, can you stop talking about Dak Prescott? Well, listen, hey, it's the only thing that's going on right now. But here it is. What time is it, Mike? It's about 11? Okay. So far, in First Take, we've talked about, Undisputed, we've talked about, the protests and everything else and all. And then we had a section on Dak Prescott about the salary cap may go down next year, and in which case then the Cowboys are going to end up saying, hey, you know what, we ain't going to pay you, and so on. So we had that section already. And now we've gone through, and now we're actually talking about the Cowboys with drafting CeeDee Lamb, where Peter King made the case of, well, the Cowboys should have drafted defense instead of taking CeeDee Lamb. But I'm going to tell you, huh?
You got your guy.
What? No. But see, this is not the point that I want to make with this segment. The point I want to make with this segment is Shannon Sharp just did a 180 about the Cowboys' offense and makes the case why it's not Dak's fault. Everybody who says that the Cowboys were 8-8 and they keep blaming Dak Prescott, well, he's doing what we used to call talking out of both sides of your neck. Okay? He just made the case that the offense was fine, that the defense was the problem with the Dallas Cowboys. You don't believe me? But let's listen to it. Let's listen to it, okay?
Do you agree?
I do, and I did, Skip, and I said that. I thought they would have been better served if they didn't think they had the value there at 17 to take a DB, a special corner, or a safety. Trade down. You could have accumulated more picks, and then you probably still could have got a true safety. You could have got McKinney. You took Diggs in the second round, but you might have been able to get both of those guys because they need a safety, Skip. You lose Byron Jones, you lose Jeff Heath, you lose a pass rusher, and I know you're asking. So in other words, Skip, you're asking an awful lot of Randy Gregory and Alden Smith, guy that hadn't played in 4 or 5 years. The other guy hadn't played in 2 or 3 years. To come in and try to give you that production in which the guy they lost, I forget his name, he went to Chicago, Skip. Robert Quinn. To give you the production that Robert Quinn gave you last year, Skip. Mm-hmm. So they used to preach, the Cowboy preached for years, positional need. Now, all of a sudden, conveniently, we take the best player available. The question is, Skip, is that your defense weren't very good. You was 23rd in pass defense last year. You were tied for last in interception, 25th in takeaways, and you, as I mentioned, you lost Robert Quinn, Byron Jones, and Jeff Heath. And you take a wide receiver. Skip, offense wasn't your issue last year. Remember, you told me how good they had 400.
Whoa. So wait a minute. Stop. Did you get that? He pointed out the statistics. Cowboys were second to last in taking away the football. 18th, I said, against stopping the run. The defense was not your... Let's listen to it again. Hold
on. 1 by 10. Positional need.
Oh, let's listen to that again. I want to make sure we get
an awful lot of Randy Gregory and Alden Smith, guy that hadn't played in 4 or 5 years. The other guy hadn't played in 2 or 3 years. To come in and try to give you that production in which the guy they lost, I forget his name, he went to Chicago, Skip. Robert Quinn. To give you the production that Robert Quinn gave you last year, Skip.
Mm-hmm.
So and they used to preach, the Cowboy preached for years, positional need. Now, all of a sudden, conveniently, we take the best player available. The question is, Skip, is that your defense weren't very good. You was 23rd in pass defense last year. You were tied for last in interception, 25th in takeaways, and you, as I mentioned, you lost Robert Quinn, Byron Jones, and Jeff Heath. And you take a wide receiver. Skip, offense wasn't your issue last year. Remember, you told me how
Offense
good
wasn't your issue
yards
last year.
Won by 10 points or more, and Dak threw for almost 5,000, and Zeke had 1,400 yards rushing. You had 1,100 yards receiver. So clearly, offense weren't your issue. Defense was. So what? You gonna try to score even more points?
So wait. Did you get that? So all this offseason, we've been talking about Dak Prescott stink. Dak Prescott, that's the reason why the Cowboys, he's holding the team back. But now you go through and you say, offense wasn't your issue. And he led the stats. So, thoughts? When you hear those numbers, now you hear, of course, all of the areas where the Cowboys offense was in top 10. Did you hear anything, let's listen to it. Did you hear anything there that said, defense wasn't the problem? The defense was great. Let's do it again. Let's listen to the statistics he gave.
And your defense give up even more takeaways, and you
Okay.
Robert Quinn, to give you the production that Robert Quinn gave you last year, Skip. So and they used to preach, the Cowboy preached for years, positional need. Now, all of a sudden, conveniently, we take the best player available. The question is, Skip, is that your defense weren't very good. You was 23rd in pass defense last year. You were tied for last in interception, 25th in takeaways, and you, as I mentioned, you lost Robert Quinn, Byron Jones, and Jeff Heath. And you take a wide receiver. Skip, offense wasn't your issue last year. Remember, you told me how good they had 400 yards and won by 10 points or more, and Dak threw for almost 5,000, and Zeke had 1,400 yards rushing. You had 1,100 yards receiver. So clearly, offense weren't your issue. Defense was. So what? You gonna try to score even more points, and your defense give up even more points? Is that where you're going, Skip? So I agree. I didn't second guess this. I first guessed this. I believe they should have gone defense because defensively over the last couple of years, Skip, they have not been very good, especially at taking the ball away.
So for me, this whole question is blasphemy. For me, this whole
I haven't seen the
idea
segment.
is
This is
a
live.
no-brainer, as in you'd have to have no brains to not take CeeDee Lamb at number 17. I first guessed the day of the draft on Undisputed from home at that point, and it's good to be back. I first guessed and I said, I told you, LSU's Caleb on chasing. I love him. If he's there at 17, Jerry, you got to take him. They need a pass rusher. They need a Robert Quinn. He's the next Robert Quinn. He flashed every time I turned on LSU games. And then the earth moved on draft night. The heavens opened and the earth moved and it shook. It was biblical. It's like, wait a second. CeeDee Lamb is falling. Let me walk you back through it. Jets at number 11. I'm thinking they're going to. That's a no-brainer. And they took back to an offensive lineman out of Louisville. Then the Raiders at 12. I'm thinking, CeeDee's a Raider. No, they take Ruggs out of Alabama. And I'm thinking, what? Really? Fastest guy in the draft. We get it. It's Al Davis Memorial Speed.
Yep.
Got it? Mistake. And then here comes San Francisco. And I'm thinking, wait a second. You lost Emmanuel Sanders. They're going to take CeeDee. And they took, the defensive lineman. Javon, what's his name?
Kinlaw from South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay, then we get to number 15. It's your Denver Broncos, and I think, whoops, he's going to be a Bronco. No, you take your guy, Jerry. You told me all year. I told you from September on. Sorry, CD is better than Jerry Jeudy, and John Elway took Jerry Jeudy.
Correct.
And I'm saying, thank you, John. Maybe we got a chance now. Would Atlanta go strength on strength? Would they say, we got Julio, but we put CD with Julio? Would you do that?
Nope.
They take A.J. Terrell out of Clemson, who I saw in the national championship game just get roasted by Joe Burrow. He just like, where is he? Where's Waldo? I'll find him. I'll roast him.
They did.
Right? And I'm thinking, oh my God. Go back and look at my Twitter timeline. I'm saying, Caleb is still there, but so is CeeDee Lamb. You have to take CeeDee Lamb, Jerry. Please. I'm down on my knees in my little room down in my flats, down in the flats of West LA, and I'm looking up at your palatial estate way up there in Bel Air, thinking Shannon Sharp's on his knees saying, please don't take CeeDee Lamb because he's going to have to hear about it for years on Undisputed.
Randy Moss.
And
all
thank
over
you,
again.
Jerry. They took CeeDee Lamb. And obviously, they did need another slot receiver. They did need to replace Randall Cobb, who went to Houston, got a huge deal because Houston obviously gave up their best receiver to Arizona. And yet, not only did they get a slot receiver, they got a receiver who's better than Amari Cooper. I told you the next day, life just changed in Dallas.
Okay, enough with Skip. So here's the thing with the Cowboys when they have recently, because he's talking about, the Cowboys, their whole philosophy is draft the position of need. Well, I got to tell you, in the last 25 years, that has not worked out very well for the Cowboys. We have reached for players, because here's the thing. Well, here's what happens, and this will be a good example.
One of the guys who reached for this won the Super Bowl.
What? Who are you talking about?
The Glass Man.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, we won't talk about Morris Claiborne, but yeah, you reached for that guy. But you can look at Tristan Hill. You can look at Taco, because when we went to Taco, now this is before D-Law became D-Law. Going to that draft, we looked at it and said, who's going to be rushing the passer, right? Who's going to be rushing the passer? Because you had D-Law coming off of 1 sack, back surgery, and suspension of 4 games. And you looked at that and said, we got Tyrone Crawford, and that's about it. So you reached for Taco, although you should have gotten Watt. Be that as it may, he was not the prototypical guy that you deemed the guy you want. But you reached for Taco and said, he's got a lot of raw talent and things, and we need this guy. Didn't bust a great for us. Didn't bust a great. Did okay in Miami, but Miami said thanks but no thanks and let him go.
I think he went
to Chicago, I think it is, isn't it? I think no. Well, he left Miami. Then this past year, you go through and you say, well, Malik Collins has been injured a lot with the foot. He's going to be a free agent. We need another defensive tackle, and we reached for Tristan Hill. And Tristan Hill, he had issues in college getting along with the coaching staff, and that was a reach too. So this is where the Cowboys, Chiefs. Okay, yeah, Chiefs. So this is where you look at it and say, drafting for a position of need hasn't been working. So I got a call from my daughter, so I'm going to take that. But I'll see you guys.